Welcome back to San Antonio Living. So this is a look at this month's Texas MD Monthly cover, a medical magazine available to you at your local HEB. But this month, they feature two guys whose job is to keep you and your personal information, especially your medical information, safe in the cyber world, because that is a world that it can be very dangerous that you probably don't think about often. We're talking about Christopher Hegg and John Martinez from Core Recon. Thanks for being here all the way from Corpus Christi.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. Now, I don't think about that often, like identity theft, my medical information being out there to the open, and it's actually very easy for hackers who want to get my information to get that. You guys are there to help.
That's correct. Absolutely. I mean, the healthcare industry is the #1 targeted industry for hackers because they are years and years behind security of other industries. And so with that, it becomes a soft target, something easy to go after. And there's a lot of sensitive information that resides with our medical care providers. And that's what we try to do, is help educate and promote that, become safer for that information.
Sensitive information, absolutely, but I mean, that's just personal information. But why is this so appealing to hackers?
Well, with hackers, with medical records, you have social security numbers, you have where you live. Everything about you is actually in a medical record. If you actually think about next time when you go to a dental office or you go see a general physician, you would see that all your information is actually on there, from your house, your home phone number to your home address. So a lot of hackers like to grab this information and use that to, sell on the deep web, or use that information to, give to other hackers.
Interesting. So what things are in place now to make sure that those hackers don't get and protect our information?
It's called covered entities, right? So we have HIPAA, which is the Health Insurance Portability Accountability Act, which is a standard, came out in 1996. It's been around for years. HIPAA helps us, helps patients, doctors, covered entities. So we have doctors, dentists, chiropractors, healthcare providers to follow these compliance practices to help, safeguard that information of patients.
Now, you guys are taking what's already implemented and you're, I guess, blowing it up. You're taking it a step further, should I say. So how are you guys ensuring that we have 100% security of our information?
Well, we run what's called security assessment reports. And what we do is we go into, say, a healthcare facility or a law firm, and what we do is we look at things physical security and data security, which is the cybersecurity of your personal information. And we look at that and we scan these networks to make sure there's not vulnerability states. Once we find the vulnerability states, we then give the report to the business, and we basically say, this is what you need to protect yourself with.
So you guys are actually working directly with of course, medical centers, with law firms, but are you guys limited only to offices?
No, we actually done some hospitals as well. Oh. So anybody with a computer, we can go in and find out if they're vulnerable for attacks by hackers.
Well, it's also scary to think anybody who has a computer is also very vulnerable to be hacked. And it's something that, like I mentioned before, we don't really think about until it actually happens, especially with personal information, that's sensitive information, of course, all about our health and all of those records too. So it's incredible what you guys are doing in Corpus Christi and slowly making your way here to San Antonio. But I'm sure many people are very grateful that they have that security and that protection, and just knowing that they're in good hands, especially with those doctors that you help if they're patients of those doctors. So guys, thanks for being here on San Antonio Living. But of course, we have you here because you were featured in Texas MD Monthly. And this magazine is a fantastic magazine. It's a great resource for those who might want to just kind of check up on their systems or just see what's going on in the medical world these days. Everything's online at TexasMDmonthly.com. Here is some more information. If you want to read the article, very simple, head over to TexasMonthly.com. But we're talking about Core Recon. It's CoreRecon.com. Maybe you want to call the guys. You have some questions about your office, a law firm, even a hospital. It's 1-800-955-2596. And again, the information for Texas MD Monthly, they're located off of I-10, Suite 1206. There's the phone number if you want to call. You have some questions. My best suggestion, though, is to check them out online. It's TexasMDmonthly.com. They're on Facebook and on Twitter. All right.